Scene, school hallway. Survivors trying to escape. The scene opens with the survivors crouching in the dimly lit supply closet. Their breath is heavy, their bodies tense, and the distant growls of the infected echo through the hallway. Their eyes dart nervously as they listen intently to the sounds of chaos outside, whispering, her voice trembling slightly but determined, "We need to move. We can't stay here forever. If we wait too long, they'll find us." Looking around the cramped supply closet, fidgeting with his hands, voice panicked. "It's too risky. What if we run into more of them? They could be anywhere. We can't just walk into the hallway and expect to get out without being seen." Her voice steady, almost cold, cutting through the tension. "If we don't move now, we won't make it. We'll be trapped and dead." Clutching a metal bat, his knuckles white from the grip, glaring at the door. "She's right. We need to get to the gym. If we can get to the gym, maybe there's a way out. Maybe there's a plan. We just have to stick together." Glancing at each of them, her voice hesitant but resolute. "And if we don't find a way out? What if there's nothing left? What if the whole city's overrun? What if we're just running to a dead end?" Sweat beating on his forehead, voice low. "What if we're too late? What if everyone we knew is gone?" Interrupting him, her tone calm and firm. "We're not dead yet, so stop talking like we are. Focus." Cheong-san falls silent, visibly shaken. There's a long, uncomfortable pause. The tension between the group is thick, but they know they have to act. They can't afford to linger any longer. Anjo, looking around the dark closet, gathering herself. "Okay, we move. We do it fast. We stick to the plan, no detours. We stay together, and we don't stop until we're out." They all nod, but their faces betray the fear they're all trying to hide. The door to the closet is cracked open, and Namra takes the lead, cautiously stepping into the hallway. The others follow, staying close. The school hallways are eerily silent. The sounds of the infected can be heard faintly in the distance. They move quickly, trying to stay out of sight. "I can't believe this is happening. I keep thinking I'm going to wake up." Without looking back, her voice steady. "This is the new reality. No waking up, no going back. If you don't accept that, you're dead." They turn a corner, and suddenly, a loud crash comes from a nearby classroom. The group freezes, looking at each other in a panic. Wide-eyed. What was that? The sound of the infected's growls grows louder. The group's faces turn pale as they realize the danger is closing in. Anjo, shaking but trying to stay calm. "We can't afford to stop. We just have to keep moving." They move past the classroom, trying to remain silent, but the tension is unbearable. Every step feels like it could be their last. A door at the end of the hallway suddenly bursts open, and a group of infected stumble out, their eyes vacant and hungry. Panicking, pulling Anjo's arm. "We're dead. We're..." Grabbing him and pulling him back, her voice low but firm. "Quiet. They haven't seen us." The infected move past the group, unaware of their presence. They shuffle off in the opposite direction, distracted by the sound of distant screams. Breathing a sigh of relief. That was too close. Pushing forward, urgency in her voice. "We can't stop now. We can't waste time. We move now." The group edges forward, moving as quickly and silently as possible, trying to avoid attracting attention. They reach a staircase that leads to the gym. There's a moment of hesitation as they look up, knowing they're one step closer to safety, if the gym is still secure. In a whisper, her voice cold as ice. "Keep it together. We make it to the gym. We make it out. No more delays." They start to climb the stairs, their footsteps soft but fast. But just as they reach the top, the door to the gym appears in front of them. Suddenly, the unmistakable sound of pounding footsteps approaches from behind. The group freezes, eyes wide, whispering, "No, we can't!" A loud crash echoes from the hallway, and a pair of infected students stumble toward them. They're not slow or stumbling like the others. These ones are fast, furious, and focused on finding their prey. Anjo, grabbing Chan's arm, panic rising in her voice. "We need to go now!" "Go!" The infected growl loudly, hearing their voices. They lunge toward the group with frightening speed. The survivors have no choice but to fight or die. Seok, raising the bat. "Get back! Back!" He swings the bat at one of the infected, striking it in the head. The infected staggers back, but it doesn't fall. It growls, enraged. Suyuk raises the bat again, but the second infected student rushes toward him. Numra, grabbing a nearby fire extinguisher, she rushes forward and smashes it into the infected student's face. The force knocks it back, its face a bloody mess, but it still shuffles toward her. Screaming, desperate, "Get out of the way! Get out!" In the chaos, Onjo sees the gym door and she makes a split-second decision. Onjo, shouting as she pushes the door open, "Run!" The group bolts into the gym, slamming the door shut behind them. They're panting heavily, hearts racing. The sound of the infected's pounding on the door echoes through the gym, but the door holds. Sliding to the floor, exhausted, staring at the door, we made it. For now. Wiping blood from her face, turning toward the group. For now, but we can't rest. The gym is empty, silent except for their labored breathing. They all know that this is just a temporary reprieve. They need to figure out their next move before the infected break through. Looking around, there has to be a way out. There has to be some way to survive. Onjo, nodding, trying to stay calm but visibly shaken. We'll find it. Together. Her voice quiet but serious. We can't waste time. We can't afford to make any mistakes. We get out of here, or we don't. They gather in the center of the gym, eyes darting to the windows and doors. Their fear is palpable, but there's also a glimmer of resolve in their eyes. They've made it this far, and they're not going to stop now. Looking around, trying to keep it together, his voice, we need to think. We need a plan. Then let's make one. Let's figure out how we survive. They all nod in agreement, and the camera pulls back as the group starts to strategize, their future uncertain but their resolve clear.